brand new episode, brand new week.
Kanzi on the mic.
Awab, baby.
Flamingos podcast.
Podcast, man. That's a shit. Let's go.
This is a brand new episode. This is a brand new week. Brand new vibes. This is the Flamingos podcast. This is Yad.
Kanzi on the mic.
And Awab.
This episode is brought to you by Shai.
Lipton. No, it's
No,
not.
no,
It's
no. We're not promoting
it's
Lipton
not
over here.
It's not sponsored by
It's not
Lipton.
Lipton.
It's not. It tastes different, by the way, but it tastes good.
أي حاجة.
أي حاجة في أي حتة.
This is episode number 60, right? I already mentioned that 3 times before.
Yeah, in a row.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I'm on a good streak. I'm on a good run.
Mm-hmm.
How's everybody doing? How's your week? How's the vibes? How's the energy this week? We're gonna start with you since we didn't see you last.
Yeah.
Last
So last week I wasn't here. I was.
No, we
I
already
was-
received the sick leave. Don't worry.
Yeah. I was
How's the
studying a
week?
little bit.
Okay,
I went back to study.
that's good.
Yeah. I'm in a road of getting my skills certified.
Hey,
So yeah, I'm gathering.
cybersecurity.
No, it's not sub. It's more about the cloud and
Okay.
yeah. It's a complicated thing, but I went back to studying
Dumb it
and
down for
and
us. It's okay.
the good thing is that I thought that because it's been a while that I hold a book or read the material or
yeah.
prepared for an exam.
Yeah.
So it was a good experience. I still got it.
You did your exam.
I did my exam. I passed the certificate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, mabruk.
Yeah. Thank you.
Mabruk.
Thank you. Yeah. And the good thing is that I still memorize stuff.
Mm-hmm. You just discovered that you still memorize
I'm
stuff.
I
Okay,
can be
that's good.
student. That's
Okay.
what I discovered, which is a good thing.
What
I
type
don't-
of student were you in school? An A student? Whatever.
No, I was
student
never.
or-
I was an A student until high school. Then
Okay.
in
And
high
then
school,
stuff just happened.
Stuff happened.
People discover
Yeah,
life.
exactly.
Uh-huh.
Then I went to college and I was good in college. I was
What was your GPA?
2.7.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
good. That's an average good student.
Yeah, without even I wasn't
Ah.
even like
يا
giving my 100%. You know.
يا الدحيح.
No, I'm not. See, when I went to college, maybe my second year, I discovered a very important point, which is if you love,
What are you doing?
if you love what you're reading or you love what you're studying, it becomes easy.
That's true.
And that's when the effort that I felt like I got that 2.7 effortless.
That's why it took me 6 years to finish for exam.
Yeah, it took you 6 years.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
I mean, I didn't really like what I was doing.
but you will find the subjects that you feel like they are like they attract you, or you feel like
There
you love
were
them
certain subjects that
Yeah.
attracted me.
more than the others.
Yeah, exactly. Like, for example, in civil engineering, I was more into road construction, yet the instructor was...
Was not that good.
No, he was good,
It was good. Okay,
but he was a shitty person,
I see.
personality-wise,
Yeah.
And yeah, it differs from a person to a person. Also, instructors in universities do play a role
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to teaching, the methods, the ways, and how he interacts with students and all.
Yeah.
So, yeah, mashallah, yani. He made me repeat a lot of times. And then I met another person that he was kind of nemesis to me.
Okay,
Bro, I had too many. My nemesis in university weren't people, were instructors. That's it.
I see. But I did the stupid thing. I booked the exam in a wrong timing.
Okay.
It was supposed to be. I was like, I want to give myself enough time to prepare for the exam, and it was supposed to be 6:30 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently I missed it. I messed up, and I booked it at 6:30 a.m.
يا سلام. Such a
But-
good student والله.
Top shelf.
Complete focus يعني.
Yeah. I was so. Yeah, but the good thing, kid you not, that time,
Uh-huh.
I think it's the perfect time to take an
That was
exam.
before Ramadan though.
6 a.m.
That was
is a perfect time to take
yeah, a
exam?
few days before Ramadan. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that.
But it was 6:30 a.m. in the morning. It is the perfect is the perfect time to take an exam, and I think the next one I'm gonna book the same thing.
6 a.m.
Since I discovered that, yeah, everybody, because taking an online exam nowadays, if somebody passed behind you, because you keep your camera open all the time, and if anybody passed behind you, they cancel the exam.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Or if they see you doing
Moves
something
moving,
suspicious, yeah. So 6:30, everybody is asleep. The whole city,
quiet.
the whole city,
The whole
not
city, yeah. You can take it in Corniche if you want to. Nobody's over there.
You get to focus on your exam.
Exactly. And I consider myself as a night I mean like a night person, and I kept studying. I kept on studying all night. Yeah, but I slept like 2 hours before.
See, this is what fucks it up. When you sleep 1 hour or 2 hours before the exam, you wake up forgetting everything that you did.
No, not that
Really?
much. No,
I used to go through roller coasters if I sleep 1 hour before the exam or 2 hours.
But
I would wake up struggling.
But the good thing is that if you take that nap, you will reset your mind, because if you're still awake, you will be overthinking. And I keep on struggling with overthinking. If I kept on overthinking stuff, I mess up big time. You know, if I'm taking an exam, and if I overthink the whole, because my mind will be racing and remembering the whole topics, the whole curriculum in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
you would waste time with that.
Exactly. So you need to cool down, and I think it was the perfect formula for me. So
and then you passed. You got the certificate.
Yeah, you get the score at the end.
What are you now with the certificate? Proficient.
No. It's the first step to becoming a data.
Millionaire.
No, I hope so. To becoming a data engineer.
Data engineer.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a different path to work with artificial intelligence and to know how the data is saved in the cloud, and yeah, something interesting, something I love.
Something that can be useful also for us on the
exactly
on the
something can be useful, and yeah, I think everybody should spend more time. Explore, yeah,
what they like. That's true.
You're not losing anything other than the fees of the exam. Yeah.
See,
No
now
money comes and goes.
this
And sometimes you spend it stupidly.
this was Kanzi's tag. All of this was Kanzi's tag. Now I'm gonna get into the tags.
Yeah, and
the Flamingos podcast.
Tell me.
yeah, I just wanna say that if I talk much this time is because I wasn't here last time.
Do you?
It's Awab,
And if
baby.
you got annoyed of me talking a lot,
Flamingo podcast, man. That's the shit. Let's go.
You
I
already
don't give a
said.
shit.
Shit, man. Do you? How was your week?
والله يا أخي.
Should
Got a
be
plate.
interesting. Should be interesting.
Should be, huh?
Should be why.
To him, you are an interesting person.
Exactly. That's
Go
one
ahead.
thing. Yeah.
Wow.
And
Love.
we haven't
The-
haven't seen him online the whole week, so you must be doing something.
مصفح.
Okay.
يا أخوي
This week
مصفح.
has been sponsored by مصفح.
Same here.
Oh, really?
I don't know what's happening. All the cars are
Getting ruined, fucked up at the same time.
الحمد لله. الحمد لله بس. أقول شنو؟
What were you fixing? مصفح.
I was following up on work basically.
Oh, okay.
okay. I thought you were fixing the car.
No, my car's fine, alhamdulillah. Don't bring
Touch
any
wood.
issues.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, that was my week basically.
Okay.
That's it?
Yeah.
Wow. مصفح week.
I spent like almost 3 days just trying to figure out to fix my my
It wasn't
pulp.
3 days.
It was more.
Headlight.
It was 3 months. It was more like 3 months. Trying
Headlight.
to fix a headlight. Yeah. What?
Yeah,
You fixed
it gave me.
Eventually, it was
It let
fixed.
me. It got me rethink of owning a car, of the idea of owning a car.
Because
Oh.
of a light bulb.
So you have no idea. You have no idea.
You know what? And
It was so difficult.
I think if you get those electrical motorbikes, life would be good for you.
Definitely.
I'm not joking. I'm being serious.
I'm being
It would,
serious.
it would
yeah.
be really good for you.
Yeah. Anything.
Invest in one.
See, I believe in all the electrical cars, electrical
Yeah.
motorcycles or whatever. Yeah, and yeah, everybody knows them. My dream car is a Tesla, and
Oh, okay.
I've been wishing to own one since 2016.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why maybe I'm following Elon Musk on Twitter and
Everywhere, every step
Everywhere.
he's doing.
every step he's doing.
So you've
yeah.
seen that SpaceX shuttle that went to the space
The crash the fifth time, you mean?
now? Yeah, a couple days ago.
Yeah. And also I watched the 4 attempts, failed attempts before.
Yeah.
I'm a psycho. Yeah.
Are you?
I don't know.
Yeah, normal human being. It's okay. It happens. It's calm.
Yeah.
My week was. I'm starting to have a positive weeks. Alhamdulillah. I finally got a training job in civil engineering, but
Alhamdulillah.
it's funny because I was supposed to go start today, and I went at 9 a.m. I even showed up at
8:30.
8:50. I was there,
10 minutes before.
and it's a consultancy firm. Yeah. I just showed up. The manager wasn't there. I stayed there from
5 hours.
8:50 till 9:40. Then he showed up. طبعا مسؤول صاحب المدير صاحب الفرم.
I hope he's not.
You don't ask him.
He doesn't watch
No,
the podcast.
bro. This
Okay,
person. Anyway, he shows up. I go. I'm kind of excited.
Yeah, you wanna-
I even bought my own notepad, pens, pencil, and
First
my laptop was
impression.
there. No, it's not first, but just to write down notes. I even opened my notebook.
Okay.
And I wrote intern day 1. So whatever notes that I have,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can write down.
You wanna.
So I go on and follow him to his office, and then he looks at me. He's like, "Go back to your office, and then I'll call you
when I need you,
when I'm gonna talk to you." I was
get
like,
the hell out of here.
okay. Energy at 9 a.m., 9:40. That's good. And then I sit down from 9:45 till 10:30, and then he calls me inside. And then he goes like,
We got
so how
nothing.
about you come back on the 1st of the month? I go like, you told me. No, first of all, he's like, yo, did I tell you to come on Saturday? I'm like, no, you told me to come on Sunday. And I was like, he's like, oh yeah, that's right. He's like, okay, just come back next Saturday. بس قربت أضرب الزول.
No, it depends because
قربت أضرب الزول ده بس لكن.
no. In your
Alhamdulillah.
case, you wanted to
Learn.
No, you wanted to learn. You wanted to show
Yeah.
that first impression,
Yeah,
and
of
the
course.
first impression is important. I know.
I can agree with you, but not with this type of person because from my interactions with him so far, he's a very stingy person.
Yeah, because
very stingy.
it depends on the person. Yeah, as you said, and also he might be the guy who was like, okay, Riyadh now this is the guy is full of energy. You wanna?
Yeah, look at young guys nowadays.
He's
Look at them, full of energy.
Yeah, he's coming. He's coming on Saturdays.
Yeah.
He will be Ben on the pot, then calling me on Saturdays, and then yeah, he might
Yeah,
be.
so I'm
I
gonna
in
go
Ramadan.
back. I'm gonna go back next Saturday to discover what's gonna happen. I just came back home and I slept. I woke up before iftar 1 hour, and then I've been jogging a lot. I've mentioned that earlier last week,
My advice to you,
bro. My life is being changed
I know.
with jogging and doing all of that. The energy is just positive.
I'm gonna give you one advice. I know that you're rushing that you wanna get into the work life.
I just
working
want to
life.
work.
I know,
Yeah.
but my advice to you, no. My advice to you is just try to
Take it easy.
take it easy. Enjoy the moment that you're doing. Those runs that you did on the beach.
Yeah.
Embrace them.
Yeah,
Like-
I am. No, I am. I even take a breather after I'm done. I would
Take your
just
time with them.
sit down and look at the sun, look at the sea, and just inhale, exhale.
Have a lot
and
of
do
that.
all of that.
Have a lot of that.
Because I'm not gonna do that after a while. Man, it's just whatever. But yeah, topics this week. First of all, we're gonna start with. I think we should start a segment where we pay our tributes to
I think we should.
gone artists.
I think we should. This should teach us that we should start a segment paying tribute to people that are
Yeah.
actually alive.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like for example,
Yeah.
like so every week from now on, we're gonna start mentioning an artist and how they are effective in the industry.
Yeah.
And how
They even have a term for that, giving the artist flowers, what they are.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's true because most of these artists are getting their flowers after they're dead.
Yeah.
And me and Awab, we spoke about it last week about how important it is. If you watched the episode, I'm not
Yeah, I
sure.
watched it.
Okay, how important it is for artists to get their flowers while they are still active.
Alive, yeah.
You know, while they're still alive. Our condolences goes to Kanzi, Humpty Hump,
Humpty Hump G-Shock.
Shock G Shock الساعة. ما مشكلة. But yeah, Shock G passed away. And to be honest, I wasn't really familiar with Shock G before.
I was looking
in
at
that.
it as his watch, but yeah.
I was in that. That's why.
Yeah.
It's okay. But that's why I would blame the industry because they didn't really shed so much light on him during the years. To people like me, I even I know music. You know, I know artists. I've been following, and I've known him till a certain era, and then I just totally forgot about him because we don't see him around. We don't see people talking about him. We don't see artists bringing him up.
Yeah, that's true.
And now he passed away, and we can see a flood of people posting again about Humpty Hump, how influential he is, how he's the one that
Brought up Tupac.
He brought up Tupac by that one single. Get around. Yeah,
exactly. So
he was one of the originators. I mean, like from Auckland, and he formed the band Digital Underground.
Yeah.
Like, and he had that alter ego or the other personality with the
nose.
So I mean, like, and even his flow is legendary. You know,
exactly.
He's unique.
Yeah, that's true. Back in the days, that type of music, underground, digital underground was lit back in the days. Rest in peace, usuals. I mean, this is coming something usual to us. Moving from one
legendary
to another
iconic.
Before yesterday, the New York, Brooklyn, they did the memorial for DMX. And
did you watch it?
I did watch some of it. I watched the highlights. The whole streets were flooded with more Rough Riders.
Rough Riders, yeah.
People outside the stadium dancing to his music. Nas, Swizz Beatz was
they
all spoke in the memorial.
His daughter did a song for her dad.
Yeah,
in the memorial.
She did. Yeah, it was amazing, man.
And Swizz Beatz said some stuff that I think he was aiming at someone when he said, "I'm gonna make sure he's right, his family is right, his kids are right." You know, to some artists, like
cool.
Someone we spoke about a couple weeks ago, Diddy, he didn't even call.
But again, Swizz Beatz, he was so close to DMX. Whatever DMX was there, Swizz Beatz.
Because he was Rough Riders.
He was Rough Riders, yeah.
And then also, let's not create narratives now, but Allah yarhamhu بالآخر. But
it's good that he has someone on his back, on his side.
Exactly. It's always good
to
have
that.
Go give your people their flowers every once in a while. Talk to them. Reach out to the people that you didn't reach out in a while. Something good.
All I want to say that we were lucky watching that the last performance of DMX in the Verzuz. Yeah, we were.
Snoop Dogg
lucky.
said that DMX finished his album in that studio.
In that studio.
In Snoop Dogg's studio.
Okay.
So, I'm really hyped for that album. I hope it comes out. We have also Verzuz, Methodman and Redman. DJ Scratch killed that.
DJ Scratch it. I mean, like. Seriously? Amazing,
bro. That Verzuz was mad dope. I loved it.
But the DJ Scratch part was
right?
what he killed it.
He killed, yeah.
I was entertained watching the DJ Scratch
playing those records.
Yeah,
even pushing Redman, telling him, go take your break. Let me just play some records. It was fun. Any takes on that?
I didn't get around to it.
Ramadan vibes. Sorry. Okay, let's get back to the devil.
I watched DJ Scratch.
كلام الشياطين.
No, I watched DJ Scratch because it was before Sahur, before the
before Adhan.
And then after Adhan,
خلاص after that he closed. هو أفطر أصلا after the Fajr prayer. He was like, you know what? خلاص I'm out. تعملوا لنا 420
قصة بتاعك. نوم يا مان.
ورانا شغل الصباح. Apple also announced, now more into international
Vibes or news or whatever.
yeah. Apple had an event, and it's something that is really interesting. Now we're gonna talk about first that the podcasting that they did, the new moves with the podcast. Listen, Apple originally is the first app back then to take care of podcasters, to put podcasts. Like even back in the days, I used to listen to podcasts through Apple Podcast, all right, where sleeping podcasts and all of that. Yet throughout the years, Spotify came and
They took over the game, yeah.
They took over. They started signing artists and all of that, having their own shows. Now Apple started a new program that is gonna start in May. That is something close to Patreon, where you have subscriptions to certain podcasts. Now, if we start something, inshallah, yani, we're gonna see subscription. I hope everybody out there, yani, you know. Halas, we're not gonna mention Patreon, no more OnlyFans and all of that. We're gonna be talking about those subscriptions if we do that. But they're gonna revive the whole platform. Apple Podcast platform is gonna be, and the new system they're gonna have for subscriptions is that creators in the podcast, they pay a certain fee every
yearly or annually or whatever,
monthly for them to decide how much the subscription fee is for people to pay for that. Now you would have to put, you know, extra content, shows and stuff. Yeah. Now this is a very positive move because
from Apple?
Yeah, because you know, to me, they are the godfathers of that.
To me,
of podcast.
To me, this step might also raise the bar for other platforms to introduce such things. So I'm more excited of other platforms. I'm not going to concentrate on Apple itself
as a platform,
but I want to see the other
see what they're gonna do.
What the reaction of the other platforms, you know.
Well,
that's what I because you know everybody's copycatting.
That's true. Everybody's doing the same thing that is happening in the industry. Yet, now look, Apple is doing such moves, and they're gonna start rolling out new shows of a company, of a third company that is starting with Apple after the new format. We checked that the new show of Talib Kweli, Mos Def, and
Dave
Chappelle. What was the show called?
I'm not sure.
The
Flamingos
podcast.
we only promote our own show over here. So yeah, they're gonna start this new thing coming up with Apple. Now this means they signed contracts. Apple is gonna have contracts with podcasters.
Yeah.
Just like Spotify.
That's what it comes. Yeah, that's what the whole move insinuates.
So inshallah, I'm very positive about this, especially for us, you know, on the long term, inshallah.
Do you think us not as in us, but people in the region that
they would care,
that would be taking advantage of that? Whether it's podcasters or
if they do, they don't. That's their loss at the end of the day.
That's the thing.
Exactly. You know, I can't interfere in someone's business. But for me, I would look forward in applying this later on if we can start coming up with extra content as a, you know, different content.
I can see it happen because I saw it happen in for example, in Twitch.
Yeah.
I've seen people in the region. They are gamers, but they get donations. They get subscription.
That's true.
There are people there.
Now,
but the act of supporting the creator is there.
Exactly.
So this is something that I witnessed.
That's true.
Yeah. Plus, I think it's a good move from Apple because when you look at Apple Music, you pay monthly for music service.
Yeah.
So it only makes sense that for podcasts, then you pay.
Now, how much do you think should we put if we ever put a subscription?
That's a financial topic. We should
we're
discuss
it with our finance
offline.
team. Yeah. We're gonna discuss it with our finance team.
Shall be discussed internally.
Finance team. How much do you think we should have as a subscription for our own show if we put extra content?
As I mentioned, this is something we should.
Finance per month. Well, that's good. Actually, that's good.
How much is it again?
$5.
لا تغير روحك منو ده
See, yeah, listen. This is one thing. Us, we started as a nobody knows us.
Yeah.
And we performed. In our first year, nobody knows.
still knows.
No. Listen, nobody knows our numbers. But I kid you not. Digital on the SPs, we did numbers. Throughout, as 3 guys, nobody knows, you know? We did, for our first year, we did numbers. And this is something good. It tells something, you know?
You have to start. You start from scratch and you improve.
Exactly.
خلاص.
But my point is that there are other people that are already known and such and such. This is what
Well
saddens me.
funded.
Exactly, you know?
Well
And they start
established.
something, they have the numbers, but yet they're not consistent. They don't even continue. They don't. Too many don'ts, you know? Anyway, back to the Apple event. New Max. iMacs. Sorry.
New Max.
iMacs. New iMacs.
New
What do you
iMac.
think?
The Mac.
Are you ever going to invest in an Apple product?
Other than my
Sorry, has a
MacBook, no, I'm not gonna. For example, the iMacs, I wasn't impressed that much.
Really?
Look and feel and
I
look
love
and
that turbute. For
look-
the original colors.
look, feel and design
Uh-huh.
is fine.
Okay.
But for me,
Performance.
I'm all about performance. Yeah.
Well,
If it's less than 32 GB,
I don't fuck with this shit.
yeah. I mean, like, no. I've been a fan of Mac, but not to the extent that I'm gonna get an iMac.
I think I'm gonna wait for the new laptops to see how what they're gonna do.
They're already out
Which ones?
with the new chips, or
No. The new chips. Yeah, I know that from last year. No, I'm talking about
you're
the
waiting
next.
for colored versions of.
Maybe if they're ever gonna have a colored version, but I mean, what type of new laptops? Because those new outlets that they have is one outlet and such is just a hassle.
the dongles and
Yeah, exactly.
it's gonna be the same.
Now to the main event. I think this is something that is very
yeah,
useful. The
that's-
AirTag.
The AirTag is
The
The
AirTag
AirTags
is
is something, yeah. But
Yeah.
the thing is,
Uh-huh. Now this is a way.
back in 2012,
Samsung had an Air.
No.
Nobody
Not
paid
Samsung.
attention to it.
not Samsung. It was I used to have an Android device, and I ordered something called an NFC tags.
Okay.
The Nexus.
So NFC tags, they work the same as this.
No, they
thingy. But I programmed it in a way that it works this way.
From everywhere, like anywhere in the world.
No, not everywhere.
That's
not everywhere.
that's the thing about AirTags.
But
the
see,
AirTags. Yeah,
AirTags, you can forget something in France and be in UAE and still know where it is.
it's in France. But can
no,
you get
no,
it?
no. One second. No. If you check clearly, it uses a low Bluetooth energy
It
technology.
uses the Find
It
My
has a
iPhone.
GPS.
Find my iPhone. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it doesn't
Yeah.
have an GPS.
It does.
It does.
Have you watched MKBHD?
Yeah, yeah.
What is that?
He didn't.
The low Bluetooth.
He said. One second. Because he
Check
was
it out.
carrying around. No. He was carrying around his iPhone, and it was.
There's an arrow.
There is an arrow.
The arrow
That's when
kicks
you're
in
close
when
to
you're
it.
in proximity of
Yes.
the AirTag.
Okay.
But
If you're far, it
if
shows
you're
you on
far,
the map.
it just shows you the general location.
Yes.
When you get close, it kicks in the Bluetooth, the
Yeah.
the low frequency Bluetooth, which gives you the exact location of.
That's very bad.
Why?
That's very bad.
Why?
I'm not gonna
So
say. I'm
imagine-
not gonna say it live.
So imagine you lost the key just in this
No,
massive...
it can be used in a
Ma,
different.
this is where
in an
I
evil way.
think that is very nice. You can throw it in your girlfriend's bag and then, hey, you can see where she's ever going.
That's not
And I
what
said,
it
and I
is.
said I don't want to say it, and I say, and he heard me clearly saying that I don't want to say it on
Why do you
the.
think I would buy an AirTag?
I think we're gonna cut this.
I would just throw it over there. I would just... I
Just
would
shows what type of man he is.
Exactly.
Nah,
exactly.
It's all jokes. It's all jokes. No, I see. I also heard that.
But you got me right.
Yeah, I got.
Now we both fucked up if everybody watched this segment because of this guy.
No, see, the thing is, they said that they know that certain people might use it in that way.
And yes, and
they created something. I don't know. I didn't really get in depth into it, but it prevents it.
how?
I don't know. I have no idea. I have to go and check back the video. Go check it out. But still, you never know. I might just throw it in a bag over there. Oops, I forgot it.
It's $100
I'm
four
done losing my
pieces.
keys.
See, they gave it to you in a very low price.
Yeah.
Also,
I'm done losing my keys.
I
I'm
suggested.
done losing my hose.
I said.
You're what?
Anyway, UFC 261. UFC
Move on.
261.
But again, one last comment on the AirTags. The AirTags are very beneficial for the people who loses their keys, their
Frequently,
eyeglasses.
yeah.
I even suggested to my lazy brother, and I told him that you are the right person. Why Apple invented this? Because he's an Apple
Just
guy.
stick one to your forehead.
Exactly. Because he's always losing his keys. He's always looking for his wallet. So it comes beneficial for this type of, and
That's
also when I used to travel, I think it becomes handy when you travel and you have
when
your
it's
access.
where it's really, really useful, like I'll find an everyday kind of use for it. If I leave one in my car and I know where I parked my car.
Yeah, but that's
When I go to malls and
but this pops up the question again, the evil plan that I was
ما خلاص
thinking about.
لا انما الاعمال بالنيات.
we shouldn't expose those
UFC
tips and
261.
tricks. Those tips and tricks, we shouldn't expose them in
Use it
such
how
a,
you may, people, but stop losing.
use it and don't abuse it. But anyhow,
Yeah.
go ahead, my brother. Go ahead.
UFC 261. Masvidal and Usman. You guys watched it?
I watched it.
What do you think?
Very interesting fight.
I feel bad for Ocho Cinco, first of all, because before the match in the press conference, Ocho Cinco went and told Masvidal, me and you, we come from a different place, so I'm going for the underground. And he talked to him. He's like, look at me, an eye to an eye, soul to a soul. Should I be putting my money on you? He's like, go ahead, man to man, put it. And he put 50K.
Yeah, he lost it.
And he lost it.
I think it might be planned for everybody there to bet on Masvidal and lose their money, so the big corporation get their money. I mean, like everybody sounds stupid believing this.
No,
but anyhow,
they actually did it. I
But-
saw the press
but that's-
conference.
yeah, but they did it intentionally, so everybody, somebody like
Well, because looking at it from the first fight that they had in Abu Dhabi, it was an easy one for Usman.
it was an
Now
easy
they had
one for
another one
yeah,
knockout in a second round.
beautiful knockout,
Clean knockout.
clean knockout.
It
And
was a clean knockout.
Masvidal, he even stated that he wasn't expecting that such.
I was ready.
He wasn't ready, and I think he was arrogant before the fight. And Osman, I think he
I mean,
went there.
he has that belt, the baddest motherfucker, you know.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
I did like a small, not a small research. I was just curious about the guy who knocked out Ben Askren, and I
No,
watched it.
everybody knocked out Ben Askren.
Exactly.
He was knocked out by
Even
everybody.
Jake Paul did
You
that.
name it.
So Masvidal, I think he started with the if you from that era where we used to watch Kimbo Slice fighting in his
Yeah. Prime days.
no, not even prime days. Even street fights
Okay.
of Kimbo Slice. No rules, no nothing. Just fucking street
Street fights.
fights where
Dirty
you
fighting.
dirty fights when you see someone popping his eyes off. I mean, like those days, Masvidal was there. He was there,
He's a street.
and he was discovered by Kimbo Slice.
Kimbo Slice.
So he was a street legend, and even you said earlier
No,
that
it's
he's
just a nickname they gave him. It's Street Jesus.
yeah, because
But yeah, look at Street Jesus.
but anyhow,
He took a sleep.
Yeah,
You
it was-
saw that the fighter that broke his leg?
yeah, that was interesting. Yeah, also.
Do you know that this? And I forgot his name. He's a famous fighter. Is this the guy who broke his leg? Is the same guy who broke Anderson Silva's leg
Oh, okay.
back in the days with that kick? Back in the days, Anderson Silva. That's why his career went through a downhill somehow.
okay, because of
It's
that.
because he did a kick and his leg was broken.
Mm.
This is the same guy that broke Anderson Silva's leg,
Mm.
and he broke his leg. Look at karma.
Yeah.
Comes back around.
Subhanallah.
Did you see the Dana White reaction?
To the leg?
No,
broke?
to the knockout of Masvidal.
Bro, I saw everybody's reaction.
Yeah, it was priceless.
Even Masvidal was reacting to him being knocked out. He went
Yeah.
directly to sleep. He put him to sleep directly. Then he
Yeah.
fell on the ground. To more something than Awab can have an input in.
In the
Super.
same sport realm.
I thought you were gonna give me Megan The Stallion. I was like, what the fuck? do I have on?
Super League.
Enlightened.
Thoughts on the Super League and what
Enlighten us.
happened during the week.
First of all, we all know what happened with the
You
the
read
mess
it,
with
right?
the Super League.
Yeah. But explain it for the people who doesn't. Who,
Okay, so 12 of Europe's top clubs.
15.
No, the ones who confirmed and announced were
okay.
12.
Okay.
12 of Europe's prestigious clubs
Mm-hmm.
from Spain, Spain, Italy, and
England.
England
Yeah.
announced a separate Super League outside the domestic championships.
Champions
and,
League.
The UEFA Championship. And all hell broke loose.
And it started by Florentino Perez.
Yeah,
Real
Florentino
Madrid's
Perez was meant to be the president, of the league.
And who is the
He's
current
the president
president
he's the
of
current president of Real Madrid,
Yeah.
of course.
His vice would be Juventus president also.
Yeah. الحرامية الاثنين.
Mhm.
Go ahead.
No. Okay, I'll say
Yeah,
something
we're
about
gonna-
that.
we're gonna get
I'll say
into
something
that.
about that. But yeah, they formed a Super League that's meant to have 15 founding clubs.
Mm-hmm.
So they had 12 and then 3 more to confirm.
Why?
Why? Money.
Okay, that's the first question. Okay,
Because money.
money. And what about they thought about the Champions League?
Okay,
what's gonna happen to the Champions League, the UEFA Champions League?
Their plan was to still participate in the Champions League
True.
and also play in the Super
Playing
League
the Super League,
And
so
the
extra
leagues, and
money
the normal
for
and the
leagues.
normal leagues. Yeah.
okay.
That's their plan. The whole part of their argument was the fact that they weren't getting enough revenue off of UEFA.
That's true.
And their
Looking
domestic
at the
leagues.
pandemic and what they created to
Exactly.
all clubs, even the big clubs.
But there was the Europa League also.
The Europa League is part of the UEFA.
Part of the okay, because the people who don't
don't
make it
qual-
to
yeah,
the
exactly.
Champions
Now,
League.
this whole move made UEFA pretty mad.
Exactly.
It made the whole world pretty mad.
Yeah, and
Is
they
that-
started
And the fans started.
Rioting, going out, and yeah. But what do you guys think?
I
might be
think,
a stunt.
honestly,
No,
I think
it's
this,
not.
this
It's not. It's a
But
real thing.
to a certain extent, it can be. Tell
But
me.
what is the benefit of it? Okay,
I'll
but
tell you. Yeah.
yeah, go ahead.
the benefit of the stunt.
Yeah.
No, I personally believe that it was a way from these major clubs to put pressure on the FIFA and the UEFA to get more money out of
Do something.
and to reform the whole Champions League process.
And now they did. UEFA announced that they, starting from 2023, 24, that they're going to start with a new format for Champions League. Yet, now everybody was rioting and talking shit about the move that Florentino Perez started, right? That how the money is gonna still be only for the rich.
Exactly.
The poor clubs are gonna stay poor.
yeah.
He went out and said that, you know what? No, it's not really, because eventually we would have still buy players from different clubs in the world and we still pay them money, which is going to give them revenue, is going to give them money. And we will still have 5 extra chairs for clubs that would like to participate, would look at if they're fit or not. You know?
Okay.
That's for example. Bundesliga came out, Bayern München and Dortmund, they said that they didn't want to participate.
Yeah.
Because it's not an equal opportunity type of.
True.
Competitions.
PSG didn't want to compete, but they didn't aslan receive an invitation.
But
They invited Lyon because Lyon
right.
has a bigger history than PSG.
all right, like so let's talk about the penalties that the Champions League
Now look,
after hearing that
I'm gonna
Perez is
I'm
going.
gonna get into that. But see, this is the point. What I think is that UEFA been always doing that. Even with the new format that they set out for the Champions League, it favors the big clubs. Now they gave extra chairs for example, Premier League, right? If Liverpool, for the first 6 clubs, okay, they can go in Champions League. Now, how does it favor still the big clubs? Because if we're gonna say that West Ham is 6,
Okay.
right? And Liverpool is 7th. Oh, sorry. West Ham is 5th. Liverpool is 6th. West Ham won't go. Liverpool would go because of their history in the Champions League.
You're talking about the Super League?
No, I'm talking about the new Champions League format.
Okay.
It still favors the big clubs. It doesn't give an equal benefit to everyone.
No, but the new format doesn't favor.
I read about that. It because they look at the history of the club in the Champions League. That's why it gives more chances to those clubs. It does to a certain point. I'm
Oh,
really
because
sure.
the new okay.
I'm sure. I'm pretty sure of that. And looking at it, this added even more games throughout the year. Coaches around around every league been begging UEFA to change that because they need to rest their players.
Of course, yeah. That's the whole. That's the problem. That's the issue with the players because right now, that's gonna make the players play almost
Exactly,
twice
double
as much as they
everything.
already
You know,
play, yeah.
and you can. There's a national team matches. There's there's a whole lot of matches. This shows that UEFA also don't care. They care about their revenue. They don't want someone else to start making money more than them or money other than them because what is it called? Because by that, khalas, everybody was asking them to, cool it down, give us less matches. And nobody actually cares about the players themselves.
But you know what the funny part was?
Uh-huh.
How Chelsea was moonwalking all over this situation.
Bro. And how Arsenal was begging for this to start. Arsenal was really begging for this to start.
Yo, like clubs started showing their true colors, bro. It's funny.
But yeah,
Chelsea was like, we are thinking about withdrawing from.
and they actually, but Man City was the first club to withdraw, then Chelsea.
No, Chelsea came first.
Really?
Chelsea announced it first, yeah.
And looking at it also from another side, PSG can't really participate because we all know the owner and he owns all the rights of the matches of Champions League and all of those. So if he really participates in a Super League, that's a loss for him, in Champions League. UEFA doesn't care. My point is that UEFA don't care. They also want to make money.
No, but even
they're not
above,
about also giving chances and all of that. They'll still also favor the big clubs, but in their own way. In a different way. But when Perez came and showed that, we're gonna form our own, this made them sad. This made them really sad.
and they gave more funding for.
Exactly. And now they're looking at suspending Real Madrid from next year, Barcelona, Juventus, because
that's what I heard. That when all of this
they're still
things were
because
happening,
these three clubs are still in the Super League.
Yeah, this is the penalties I was talking about. I was talking about the fines that they were planning to put on those teams who formed the Super League, and also like banning the players from participating in the national teams. I read all of this.
Even after the whole Super League idea was cancelled, the Football Association in the UK came out and announced saying that they're gonna
format for
they're gonna study putting terms of them not being able to participate in other leagues to exit these leagues and go participate like the clubs like Liverpool and all these clubs that participated or that were going to participate in the Super League. They're gonna put terms in their new contracts with the Premier League that will stop them from being.
You see this whole energy that happened that but football is for the poor, it's not for the rich, and whatever it is, and all those plays that they were doing. I hope that we see the same energy when it comes to racism in football.
That's what I want to say, to be honest.
Because we don't see the same energy when it's something that is about racism, for example.
Definitely.
And this is something really.
I've been seeing all this outrage of taking from the rich. Why do you care? At the end of the day, you're gonna be paying your subscription.
Exactly, and especially for people like us in our region, those clubs don't even care about us. That's from a start. We pay to enjoy and watch. So I wouldn't give a flying fuck if we'd have to watch a Super League or a Champions League. I would still want to see something nice to enjoy.
If they play, I'm gonna watch.
Exactly. If it's a nice match, I'm gonna watch it. That's why I'm subscribing. But we don't see the same energy when it comes to racism in football, and that's something that is really bad.
Honestly,
no comment on that. But anyhow, I think the whole thing, the whole Super League thing, it triggered some of the stuff.
And I think Perez was a mastermind for that.
Yeah. He
pushed them.
There is a plan behind it.
That's true.
It wasn't like out of a sudden let's form a super. No.
He eventually
and I think he knew. He also
that
knew
there are clubs who would leave.
And also I think he knew the plan that within his plan that he know the worst case scenario if the Super League doesn't.
There's a change that is gonna happen.
Change is gonna happen. I'm gonna trigger something. I'm gonna do something out of it.
Yeah, and you know a fun fact.
And it did something. We are talking about it right now.
That's true. You know a fun fact? The first person who started a Champions League, and that's something funny that I realized this during the past week, is Santiago Bernabeu. He's the one who formed or started the Champions League. And looking now at Perez also as the president of Real Madrid, he's the one who's coming with the change also. Yo, everybody, when they propose a change, they will be hated by everyone.
Yeah, change is not easy to come by.
Exactly.
But it's all about proposing the right measures.
True.
I mean, what he did was doing the extreme.
That's true.
And then having the right measures happen to it.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what you get.
Moving on to international music, we have releases from this week that I listened to a
couple of them.
Two. I listened to Cordae's EP just until the new album is out. That's what he called it. First track, Beautiful with Q-Tip. I really enjoyed that track.
Yeah,
especially when you guys also told me about Cordae and how I should really start listening to him.
Yeah, he's good.
So I was just waiting for something fresh. You know, I didn't go back and listen. It's good. It's a good EP to check out. It's short, 4 tracks. Snoop Dogg also the man with the moves, always business moves. We see him now everywhere. Snoop Dogg is everywhere. He released an album. I didn't really check it out, but
I don't know why.
I think I'm going to.
I have no idea why Snoop Dogg is still releasing music.
Yeah, it's called From the Streets to the Sweets.
I think Snoop Dogg is releasing music because you see in the studio, right?
Yeah.
بس يعني
بس كده يعني
if I go and walk into the studio like that, you're gonna release something. خلاص, you have to.
Meg The Stallion announced a career break, and I think she's gonna start re-innovating and doing all those stuff because her flame lately, you know, yeah, a bit, you know. So it's for me, that's a smart move that she's doing over there.
I'm glad she died out.
Yeah,
it's not a hot girl summer anymore.
No, it shows how temporary some of these people's music is.
Not needed.
Talk like
it shows how temporary some of these people's music is. Like when you go to Meg The Stallion, Cardi B.
I think even if they still drop right now, they would still hit the charts.
They'd hit, but
they will hit. Yeah, but
look at it. Five. Tell me 2 songs for Meg The Stallion.
But I don't really listen to her. That's the thing.
You just watch
I don't
her,
really look at this guy.
Yeah.
But
no, I really think a lot of artists out here right now that are actually hot.
They're just hot for this time
for
being.
the year or two. Yeah, you don't have those classic artists like you did back then. You don't have that.
No, overall, yeah, we don't have those an old time anymore. We have a certain era artist. Kendrick, Drake, and all those. Yeah, but no, I'm talking.
When you talk about Kendrick, Drake, they've been around for over 10 years.
Exactly. Yeah. The newer acts, there's no acts that we've been seeing of artists that
have the same impact that Drake and Kendrick had 10 years ago.
Exactly.
The only person I can say that right now is on his way. That's close, not close, but that I can see them actually lasting. Surprisingly, Lil Baby. Not the baby, Lil Baby.
He took the right steps.
He's taking
the right business steps. Yeah, he's the right moves that he's doing. That's true.
Making the moves.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
He's lyrically good.
He is.
His flow is good. Is different.
Lil Baby's dope.
Now I'm just confused. Who's the Baby or the Lil Baby? Which one was it?
Lil Baby, the skinny guy with the braids.
The one who did the Tupac. He redid the Tupac song. I think he was acting like Tupac or something.
I don't know what you're talking about, to be honest.
The guy featured in Drake 3-pack singles.
That's Lil Baby.
That's Lil Baby. No, 3-pack singles that dropped. Scary Hours.
Lemon Pepper Freestyle.
Anyway, yeah.
Anyhow,
I'll
keep me informed, guys. I'm not.
One of my favorite artists that is not really familiar with the region over here, but I love his work. He worked with too many artists that people know. Mac Miller, Absol, JMSN dropped a single called Rolling Stone. Check it out. If you don't know him, dope.
If you don't know him,
now you know him. Fun Flex. came out and said, drop a bomb. Funflex came out, and Funflex been acting weird lately.
Lately?
For a while now.
For a while now.
I'm sorry.
He been acting weird since 2009.
Yeah, you can say so. Yeah, you can say so. Funflex is a weird guy,
It's been
man. I
11
don't
years.
know. And
He's trying to stay relevant. That's
exactly, especially lately, he's fighting for relevancy. He stated
and
that.
it's surprising that he's the one saying it.
Oh, saying what?
Saying what?
Oh
you're
yeah,
about
a
to say
person
right
like
now.
him. Yeah, that Migos are not relevant to the youth right now. I don't know if he saw those Migos videos that been dropping lately on IG, and they sound fire.
Culture 3, bro.
It's gonna be fire. And the
Guys.
youth, listen, and the youth loves
Migos.
Migos.
Of course.
Now I'm mad at the point that a person like Funflex, listen, he's a legend at what he does. He had his time. And nobody can deny this fact, right? He brought too many artists, freestyle, do whatever. He had a great run. He's a legend. But what he's doing lately is shit. And a person like him shouldn't speak about the youth. Us, the youth, will speak.
Okay.
Especially now.
But I understand his point. He might be just like you guys were hyped about Culture 3,
Of course.
and he took advantage of if he said that the Migos are good, nobody will talk about him.
Yeah, but
That's
staying
why
relevant.
he shitted on the
Yeah.
Migos, so everybody's talking about him, just like what we are doing right now.
خلاص احنا we sit and we shit on everybody and
Exactly.
people talk.
And
We're
people
gonna, yeah.
but
Doesn't mean that
he
he
can,
can
stop.
no,
Initiate
but
talks.
you need if you're gonna start talking shit, you need to deal with the consequences.
That's true.
If you are up to the consequences, like because there will be
No, but
there will
see-
be win and lose.
Let's talk about it in a more general way. Do you think a person like him should be talking about the youth as an overall? Is it right?
He can.
Everyone
he
has
can.
the right to talk about whatever they want to talk about.
100%.
But you cannot be this out of touch and still say what you say. Like saying that Migos are irrelevant to the youth just shows how out of touch he has been and he still is.
To the newer acts.
To anybody.
Okay.
That's you showing you're out of touch.
Mm.
Because you're saying that Migos are irrelevant. Then who's relevant?
That's true. Especially, and everybody jacked Migos style. In that new generation, new era, everybody been jacking Migos style.
It's a turning. I think the Migos they are the turning point of the new
That's true.
generation.
True.
That's how I witnessed it.
I think they are the originators and what they're doing in that
the
flow.
leaders of the mumble rap.
For example, you can give
that's true.
a lot of titles there. Yeah.
That's true. What else do we have? Nothing? You want to talk about the wearable social distancing alarm device from Belgium that they're gonna put out in EXPO in
Okay.
UAE. So there's a Belgium company that started a device that you would put with you, and whenever you're breaching a social distancing number, it triggers an alarm.
To you or to somebody
It
else?
triggers an alarm.
Like a device.
You,
It's
yeah.
like a pager.
okay.
You would have, yeah,
Pager
just
style
like-
you are
device
close to
that-
people. You are close to people. Okay. It's just like
We're not
a
social
car
distancing.
sensor.
Exactly.
Okay, but it's on.
So just imagine how
Say new.
it would sound in Expo. Everywhere.
I don't know. I'm trying. I wanna see when it comes out, when I actually see it, how it actually works. Yeah. What if I pass by a tree?
no, I think
حتقدر تمشي يعني.
no, but maybe it only detects human beings.
Human, yeah, maybe.
Like infrared
see how it
type
works.
of shit. But what is the use of it?
You'll be beeping all over the place.
Exactly. Imagine
yeah.
the whole Expo will be beeping, and that's it.
Maxine is عادي.
Trying to find the
AirTag.
calm place.
AirTag.
No, I have a headache. Please leave me alone.
Stop beeping.
You're gonna find me in Expo in the corner, just like
Beeps everywhere. Beeps everywhere.
Stay away from me.
I think that's all for this week, right?
Yeah, that's all we got.
No music releases because everybody is fasting, mashallah, and everybody is sticking to the holy month. Shout out to everybody out there. Shout out to all the creators. I'm gonna have a pick for this week by Hausa called That's it. UH. That's it. Shout out to all the creators out there. Shout out to everyone that been tuning in with us from the start. Shout out to everyone that stopped listening to us. The school's calm. We keep pushing and we keep the dice rolling, right?
Of course.
I hope everybody have a good week and we spread positivity.
Always.
Always.
All the
Energy.
time.
Be positive. Whatever that is happening with you or happening to you, you know? Whatever it is, just try to maintain positivity. And if you're not you, text me. We can maybe
be negative together.
I can maybe spread some positivity.
Call
No, for real.
800 YAD.
We're gonna do maybe subscriptions for that. You never know. To have sessions.
خلاص يعني من إشراقة الشمس الفيل.
But shout out to everybody out there. Look for one and another. Ask for each other. Don't wait till somebody passes away and then you start remembering them. Give people their flowers when they deserve it.
Yeah.
And stay safe. I hope everybody out there enjoyed this week's episode. This was the Flamingos podcast. This is Yad.
Kanzi on the mic.
Awab.
And peace.
We out.